Hey guys, this is MB from underdogchance.com, and in today's video I want to show you my baseball betting model 2022. This is my private Google spreadsheet betting model for baseball games where I project my own odds and then I compare my own odds with the bookmakers odds. We will go through all opening day games and I hope we will find some value bets or at least the numbers that will help you to make smarter bets. And of course, if you will like the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next video. And let's start. Okay guys, this is my baseball betting model. This is my main tab where I project my winning percentages and the odds, and then the model automatically compares my numbers with the bookmakers numbers. Here I can see the record, which is of course still not updated, and this is just I will show you. I have only 3 games here just to test it, so I can delay this, but I can track my odds, my taken odds against the closing odds, and of course the profit, closing line value number, yield, RI, and so on and so on. Okay, but let's go to the games. We can see here projections for the full game, and we can see projections for first 5 inning games. The only thing I need to do is to select the teams, the pitcher, and then hand, and then I need to add bookmakers odds. I have here decimal odds. I have also here converter from decimal to American and vice versa. Okay, this is very easy to adjust and modify. Okay, adjusted Kelly criterion. This is a number which helps me to define how much to bet on a single game. So the bigger the adjusted Kelly, the better, the bigger the value, and this is some of my directions, how much I should bet. Okay, but let's go with the first game. Okay, so every single team is based on teams players with combination of team stats. Every pitcher, of course, is decided by the hand. So in this case we have Megel, who is right-handed pitcher, Washington with Patrick Corbin, who is left-handed pitcher, and of course the team's statistics are going against left-handed pitcher. So this is of course taken into account. So if, for example, Mets are playing pretty well against lefties, then this will be taken into account. Okay, so it is a combination of different things, and in this season I made for our members a little bit more user-friendly, so they can use different weights when they adjust this number. So they can give a little bit more weight to the players' numbers, or they can combine based on their ideas. Okay, but let's go with the games. I will use bettors numbers. You can use any bookmaker you want. We also made a review of this bookmaker. I will put it link below, but let's I will select decimal odds. This is something I use. As I said, this is very easy to change here. I know a lot of Americans are using American odds, but I will use decimal odds because I come from Europe, and this is much more. This is better for me. Okay, but let's start with the first game. We have Milwaukee Brewers against Chicago Cubs. So I will type Milwaukee Brewers, Chicago Cubs, and we have Burns against Hendricks, right? Hendricks. Okay, both are right-handed pitchers. It is great that they have here also the hand, so I can use it. 159. I will type 159 and 2.50, 2.50, and as you see, we need to check this table. Okay, so we have basic info. We have 2 right-handed pitchers. My projected numbers are 62.56% to Milwaukee and 37.44% to Chicago Cubs. Based on my numbers, American odds projections are minus 167, decimal odds 1.60. Bookmakers numbers are 1.59. So as you see, this is basically the same. Win difference, this is the difference between my projected winning percentages and no weak winning percentages or implied probabilities from the odds. So from all the odds, okay, we can calculate winning percentages. So if the bookmakers odds are 1.59 or 2.50, or in American odds minus 169 and plus 150, this can be easily turned into the probabilities, implied probabilities, okay? And I use my winning percentages minus no weak implied probabilities, and this is the difference, okay? So of course, if this is positive, then this is small value, okay? But of course, I'm looking for much bigger difference, okay? I was using usually adjusted Kelly criterion number 1.5 or bigger. So I'm using I'm looking for the games where the discrepancy between my numbers and bookmakers numbers are much bigger. So if we check these numbers, my numbers and bookmakers numbers are basically the same, so I don't see any value in this game, okay? Then we can also check for the first 5 innings, okay? I will not do in this video for first 5 innings, so I will just make it for the first game, okay? I don't know why maybe they don't have it yet. I think they don't have the odds yet, but once the odds are live, you can simply type first 5 innings odds here, and if the odds would be, I don't know, 1.60, 2.50, this is just an example for first 5 innings, there would be maybe small value for Milwaukee, but as you see, this is small percentage. I will use a little bit bigger number here. The bigger the number, the more discrepancy I'm looking between my numbers and the bookmakers number. So based on my projections in the first game, there is no value, and what I usually do, I simply copy this, okay, and I paste it here. So I have all organized, okay, and then I can type here my final selection. So in this game, there is no value. And as I said, I will not make projections for first 5 innings. I will just make money lines to show you, okay? The second game, Mets against Washington. We have McGill and we have Corbin, right? So I simply start typing, and the model will find me the picture. So the odds are 1.78, 2.18, 2.18, and as you see, I will just copy this because this is for full game. What we can see here, my projected numbers, 57.11% to Mets. They are playing with right-handed pitcher. My projected odds minus 133, bookmakers minus 128. Based on my criteria, this is also very close, only 2% difference, because you know no model is perfect. All sports betting models are wrong, but many of them are useful, or at least some of them are useful. And I'm not looking for the same numbers. I'm looking for the bigger discrepancy, okay? Because I also understand the limits of every single betting model. Let's go to Pittsburgh, St. Louis, Brubaker and Wainwright. But at least the numbers shows you where is the value, because this is something we cannot do by watching games or looking at the numbers or going by gut feelings, because gut feelings and intuition will change every single day. But once you have well-defined method like sports betting model, then you know that the formulas are the same, you're using the stats, and then you can analyze past performances, and even if you have a bad season or something like that, then you can adjust it, modify it, and you have something to study. But if you go with intuition or gut feelings, it is probably just guessing or luck, okay? Pittsburgh, Brubaker, Wainwright, okay, both right-handed pitchers. We have 2.71.5, 2.71.5, and as you see, based on my projections, there is small value with Pittsburgh. As I said, I'm usually using a little bit bigger difference, at least 1.5, But for this example, I will show you also a little bit smaller value bets, potentially bets. Based on my projections, Pittsburgh should be at plus 125, which is still an underdog. Bookmakers have them at 2.70, and because of that, there is small value. That doesn't mean that Pittsburgh has better chance to win this game, because if you look at my betting model projections, my betting model still gives Pittsburgh less than 50% of chance in this game. But if the model is correct, in the long run there is a value, and once you bet on the value, then you will make profit once you make enough bets, right? Based on my projections, there is small value with Pittsburgh. Okay, for St. Louis, Albert Pujols is back, which is great. He's one of my favorite players in the game. When I started betting on baseball, he was great, and he's back with St. Louis. Cincinnati Reds against Atlanta. Okay, Atlanta. This is okay. He's left-handed pitcher. Of course, this is much faster once you. The odds are basically the same. This is much faster if you don't make comments like I do. In this game, based on my projections, there is some value with Cincinnati. Again, the reason is the same. Based on my projections, the odds should be lower on Cincinnati. If we check pitchers, they have both, I think, solid numbers. I have this in another tab under the stats. This is something I have here for the last 30 days, which is of course not correct yet. This is just something I want to look at. But in general, based on my projections, the odds on Cincinnati should be smaller. That doesn't mean that I give them better chance, because I give them only 46.78% of chance, but there is some value with Cincinnati. Okay, San Diego, Arizona. Okay, the odds 165 to 40. 1 point. Okay, there is no value in this game, as you see. There's no value in this game. Yu Darvish, Madison Bumgarner, not qualified. My projected numbers minus 155, bookmakers minus 154. So there is basically no value. Basically the same odds. Cleveland Indians. They are not Indians anymore. Cleveland against Kansas. Cleveland is starting with Bieber, Greinke. Okay. Okay, the odds 182 to 12. Okay. As you see, my betting model projections gives my betting model gives 58.03% of chance to Cleveland, which makes them which gives them minus 138 and 1.72. There is small difference between my projected numbers and bookmakers numbers, but based on my criteria, there's still not enough, maybe small lean to the Cleveland based on the numbers. And then we have Houston against Angels. Pitchers are Valdez. Okay, he's left-hander. 213, 181. Okay. And based on my projections, small value with Houston. They are small underdog. I'm correct. Yes, they are small underdog. And there is small value with the Houston. So we have three underdogs today with small value. so far. And that's it, okay? So those are all my projections. I took all the projections from bettors bookmaker just to show you how I will do. And of course, I will also later add first 5 innings odds, which can also calculate you the projections. We can also check also the totals a little bit. Mets Nationals 9. My numbers show a little bit bigger number. Basically, Washington ballpark is, I think, hitter-friendly ballpark based on the numbers that I was checking lately. Then we have Pittsburgh around 8. It is the same total. We have Cincinnati close to 9. Cincinnati. It is 8, but it will go probably to 8.5, so it will go a little bit up. San Diego 8.84, basically the same 8.5. Then we have Cleveland 8. My projection also 8, so there's no value, and we have 8.5, 9.5. So maybe small leans to the over in Washington, maybe small lean to the LA in LA, but those are just small discrepancies. I would look for 2 run difference, and from these games, maybe the best value bets is Cincinnati Reds. And as I said, this is not the bet that is sure. This is not something where I give Cincinnati better chance to win this game. It is simply a value where my winning percentages are my betting model gives better chance to Cincinnati than the market or the bookmakers. Okay, so I hope that you get the feeling how I analyze the games with my baseball betting model, and whatever you decide to bet today and also in next days, I wish you good luck. I hope that you will have a profitable season. And of course, if you will like the video, please subscribe to the channel. I will occasionally share my betting model projections for all games, and you can check my underdogchance.com site where I will try to share at least one free baseball bet every single day. Thank you for watching.